Scott's doing a terrific job with that team. Marcus Aldridge is playing at the MVP level this season. Coming in at 26 and 15 was a huge night for him. Obviously, even Damian Lillard coming in here and going 36, 10, and 8, it's a big night for him. But the game for us, I thought, more than anything else, even though those guys had big nights offensively, was one in the rebound game. And it's obvious. Anybody can take a look at it. You can feel it during the course of the game. And going into the game, if I thought we got our behinds hammered like we did on the glass tonight, I'd have told you were lying, because we've done a nice job in that department for most of the year. But we flat out got beat on that end of the floor. And when it comes to those guys offensive rebounding or us defensive rebounding, to have 18 offensive rebounds and score 35 second chance points off those 18 offensive rebounds, that's tough to overcome. They're at 44-6 from the field, and you think that every time they got an offensive rebound, they obviously scored. So tough night for us on the glass. It'd be interesting to go back and see, if it was a combination of our bigs and smalls, or if it was just our bigs. You don't know until you go back and watch the tape. But their three bigs, they were great from on offensive glass. Between Aldridge, Williams, and Freeland, that's 13 offensive rebounds right there. And I'm sure those offensive rebounds led to kickouts, which led to threes, to keep those guys in the game, or keep their runs going if they were up.
Deion came out really aggressive tonight, and he has the past couple of nights. Do you think that any of the rumors that are going around about him possibly being traded is motivating him to, play a little more consistently than he has in the past?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him that. But the rumors, it's funny. It's funny to hear people report that Anderson Varejao is getting traded for Omar Asik. I don't even know how to say his name. If I can't even pronounce his name, it ain't gonna happen. It's mind-boggling, but you would have to ask. You would have to ask Deion if that has motivated him. But it's rumors.
Did you think that Kyrie's three-point shot was going to go in at the end of the game?
I was hoping it did. It looked like it was going line, but it's tough. That's not where we won or lost the game. It was a good shot by him from that range, but we got our behinds kicked on the glass.
You think G could have crowded Lillard a little more in that last play?
Maybe. I think he pulled up like 5 feet outside the three-point line. And maybe hindsight 2020. Yeah, that's a tough situation to be put in. You're 6'6", and he hit some threes. He hit some tough threes, but hindsight, push up. It's tough in that situation. He's a very good player. He's more than capable of dribble driving by you and finishing. Their last game in Detroit, he drove by somebody and shot a pull-up. So he's a very good player. So you pick your poison.
Started with Denver, then Los Angeles came to town, and now tonight, despite the loss against Portland, you guys have really been able to come out and match the intensity of these tough Western Conference opponents. It's lost, but what do you see that's different, within these past 2 weeks against playing teams that are so physical like this and that can really spread around the ball with their offense?
I saw we got our behinds kicked on the glass tonight. We scored, but we felt like coming out, if we attack the paint, we'd be able to get some good looks. We feel like we have guys that can get to the paint. I feel like if we space the floor the right way and move basketball, we're gonna be able to get good looks. I thought defensively in the half court we were okay. It's a really, really talented team offensively, very, very talented team offensively, and they got plenty of weapons over there. And so I thought we were okay, even in the half court with our defense. To a certain degree, I'm just looking at these guys. I expect to win every game. I don't care who it is coming into here, Clippers, whoever, Denver. If we play the right way, we're gonna give ourselves a chance. And But the one thing that at least I felt like I can always count on, and hopefully I can count on this going forward, is our ability to rebound. You know, that's tough to swallow, knowing that they had that many offensive rebounds for that many second chance points. You know, it's tough.
You had a lot of early success going to Bynum in the post, and then it seemed like you guys didn't found a way to put him back in that spot. Was it something you decided that you wanted different offense going on, or was it just a matter of not being able to putting him in the right situation?
No, if we can get him the ball, I'd love to get him the ball. But right now we don't know how to get him the ball when teams front him. So in the first half, you know, it's part of Portland's defensive philosophy is, you know, I think in their mind they feel like they can play every post player straight up. And you can't play Andrew Bynum straight up. I don't care who you are. You know, if you play him straight up and you allow us to run the ball, he's gonna make plays. He's either gonna score it or he's gonna make the right pass out if you try to go double team. And I think they realized that at halftime, you know, and they made an adjustment. Then they started fronting. And the reality of it is for us, right now as a young team that really haven't played a ton with a big like that, we have a tough time. I mean, you watch any game we play and teams in front of them, we have a tough time getting the ball, you know, getting him the ball. And sometimes it brings us to a standstill and makes us real stagnant offensively. And so we just got to keep trying to figure it out. We got to keep trying to figure out what we can do to be able to get him the basketball when teams decide to front him.
Mike, he's way ahead of schedule. You got to be pleased by that, especially, you know, with the projections at the beginning of the season, where he's at right now.
Yeah, I mean, we felt that he would be able to play. But, you know, the thing that you don't know about is if he because he's very skilled. And I even told him a month ago when I talked to him, in my opinion, at worst, he can be as effective as Hibbert if he doesn't get his bounce back. Because Hibbert's a skilled big guy, but Hibbert doesn't have the necessary footwork and the bounce that Andrew has. At least when I had him his last year in LA. I mean, Andrew's a bouncy guy for 7'1" or however big he is. And that's the part that you see slowly coming back. You know, he has the ability to sit down and guard some guards in pick and roll situations that he switches on to. You know, and I've seen flashes of it. You know, but then I'll see flashes of him sometimes playing a pick and roll more softer than what he's capable of doing. So yeah, we're happy with his progress. We're happy where he is. He can still be a lot better. He knows it. We know it. But at the same breath too, we got to continue trying to figure out how to work with him to make the game easier for him. And he's got to keep having the patience with our young guys of trying to understand that we're working on trying to be able to play with him the right way.
How does he feel with his progress?
You know, that'd be a good question for him. You know, I mean, I think he feels okay, but you know, you never know because last time he was on the floor, he was at an all-star level every night, stepping on the floor at 19 and 12 or 19 and 13. And there are times right now where, you know, whether it's him or whether it's his legs or whether it's just his conditioning, that you know, late ball games, he's not necessarily up all the time in pick and roll situations or something like that. And then on top of that, we can't get him the ball. And so now we got to sit him down, and he's not used to doing those types of things. You know, and he wants to be on the floor, and we want him on the floor. But right now, we just have to keep trying to get better with him out there. You know, and that's the biggest thing. And I'm going to have patience with our team. Our team's going to have patience, and he's going to have patience throughout that process so we can figure it out. But he's not only is he skilled, he's really intelligent too. He's a very, very intelligent human being, but he also has a great feel for the game of basketball too. So you like that with him.
That it? Great.
Thanks, Coach.